Good morning, all. This is the introduction to strategic marketing management. Before knowing the terms strategic marketing management, I want to briefly explain what is globalization and liberalization. So, as we all know, globalization has brought many revolutionary changes in the policy framework of both developed as well as underdeveloped countries. These developments gave rise to new frameworks in business policies, as well as the businessmen they use it to have the strategic thinking for development of their business. The survival and success of the firm is only possible whenever there are superior strategies, like businesses focusing on the customers on their satisfactions, rather than focusing on products and sales, which used to be in early 1960s. So next, coming to liberalization. Liberalization, it has removed artificial trade barriers, and now it's easy for the businesses to go for international way of doing business. And also here, as the competition has become very severe, it is very easy now to have to avoid the barriers, that is trade barriers has been removed, and the businesses can flourish in the long run. Meaning, marketing management is about managing profitable customer relationships, attracting new customers, retaining and growing current customers. So it's all about managing profitable customer relationships, then attracting new customers, getting the new customers by developing the products, by adding new features or new designs for the products, wherein the customers get attracted, by providing them the values, customer value has to be given, then retaining the customers, those customers, and growing current customers. Even the number of customers has to get increased by getting the satisfaction, only the growing can be done, that is the customers can be grown. Here I have told about marketing management in simple terms. We are having the subject called strategic marketing management. So strategic, additional word is strategic. So here strategic literal meaning is in anticipation of opponent's move. That means in marketing terms, we can say that to cope up with the competition, what are the different tactics the organization or the company has to put into action. Clear? So that is the analysis of strategy should be done for the long run. Then implementation, that whatever strategy has been designed, that has to be implemented, put into action. And control of marketing activities, even whenever anything goes wrong, that has to be verified and feedback has to be got, and that should be corrected or controlled at that time in order to achieve organization's objectives. Coming to the definitions, we have here product oriented, customer oriented, and value oriented definitions. First one, product oriented. In 1985, American Marketing Association defined marketing as the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion and distribution of ideas, goods and services to create exchanges that satisfy individual and organizational goals. So it's a process It is a continuous process. It's a process means it's continuous of planning and executing the conception. Planning and executing the conception means generating the idea, planning and executing the idea which has been generated. Then once the idea has been generated, that means how the product, what are the different features, how the product has to look, and what all the things come under product. That is, idea generation is nothing but development of a product. Then the other features like pricing, promotion, and distribution of goods and services, how the exchange has to be done with the how the service has to be given, or how the goods have to be exchanged, which will satisfy both the individual as well as the organizational goals. Next one, customer oriented definition. In the words of Philip Kotler, marketing is the human activity directed at satisfying needs and wants through an exchange process. So here it is the human activity for satisfying needs and wants through an exchange process. So Philip Kotler has given this definition as it starts with the customer as well as it ends with the customer. The simple meaning of this particular definition is it starts with the customer and ends with the customer. That means satisfying the needs and wants through an exchange process. Okay, so once the customer is satisfied, once the customer feels that he wants something, whenever the need arises, okay, he wants to buy something. He wants to buy those particular products which satisfy his needs. And then finally, that particular the customer will feel satisfied and he gives his opinions about the company, or he spreads its word of mouth to others through his satisfaction that those products were good, and that satisfies his need very well. So here that means it starts with the customer as well as it ends with the customer. Next definition, that is value oriented. American Marketing Association defined marketing as an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, communicating, and delivering value to customers, and for managing customer relationships in ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. That means here it is marketing as taken as organizational function, and it's a set of processes. It's continuous of creating, communicating, and delivering value to customers. So the main emphasis in modern definition is on value, on creating the customer value. So how the customer value can be created is through providing more benefits than cost. So that will generate the customer value, and that has to be communicated and delivered to the customers for long run, and maintaining the customer relationships that benefit the organization as well as its related stakeholders, related members, organizations members. So this is about value oriented definition. Coming to the scope of marketing. The scope of marketing can be better understood by knowing what is marketing, how it works, what is being marketed, and who does the marketing. A leading management theorist called Peter Drucker defines the marketing in this way, that there will always, one can assume, need for some selling, but the aim of marketing is to make selling superfluous. Here, the main aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well that the product or service has to fit him and it has to sell by itself. Ideally, marketing should result in a customer who is ready to buy. And this is needed when the product or a service is available to the customers and what he needs, what is his need. Based on that, if the product is being developed, then this product or service need not have much of the advertisement, and only the thing is the marketers has to produce that product or service and make it available to the customers. Next, coming to what is being marketed. So here, goods, the physical goods which constitute the bulk of what the many countries will produce and what is being done for marketing. Those are nothing but the physical goods. Example, you can take anything physical goods like eggs, any products, all cosmetics, or anything, cars, or this will come under goods. Next, services. It includes the work of airlines, hotels, cars, rental firms, or some barbers and beauticians, maintenance and repair people, bankers, lawyers. Okay, so all these will come under the services. Events. Here, marketers promote time-based events such as doing some major trade shows or some performances, artistic performance, and some company anniversaries. So based on this, certain events will be conducted by the companies wherein we can take some shows like trade shows for promoting. This will be done. Global sporting events like Olympics, World Cup, T20. So all this will come under events. Experiences. So experiences are nothing but the several services and goods a firm which creates and which has its it shares its experience, like the customer is able to experience that particular service or good. Here, example, Disneyland, Vigaland, or Black Thunder. So all this will come under experiences. Next, persons. Celebrity marketing is a major business nowadays. Like if you see the products, the brand ambassadors will be made for each and every product. Like famous film stars will be given the made the brand ambassadors, and they will be marketing the products. Like example, um, this Cadbury's for Cadbury's, Amitabh Bachchan is the brand ambassador. Then Ranveer Singh for Pepsi, and a number of film stars who are marketing the goods as brand ambassadors. Next, coming to the places. Places include various cities, maybe substates, regions, or the whole nations, wherein they compete actively to attract the tourist or some factories or some company headquarters, and also even the new residents. So these place marketers include they have some special development, economic development specialist, and even the real estate agents or commercial banks, and advertising and public relation agencies. Coming to the properties, so these are intangible rights of ownership of either the real property, that is real estate, or financial property, which includes stocks and bonds. So properties are bought and sold, and these exchanges will also require marketing. Next, organizations. So organization actively work to build a strong, favorable and unique image in the minds of the target customers. Example, you can take Philips or Hindustan Lever. N number of examples are there. The organizations which build the image in the minds of the customers. Next, information. Information is essentially what books or schools and universities produce, market and distribute at a price to all the communities present. Next, ideas. Every market offering includes a basic idea. Here, the social marketers are busy promoting such ideas as for discouraging smoking, or on the pack itself it will be written as smoking is injurious to health, or some AIDS awareness, or some warnings given. So a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So all these are the ideas which will be given by the marketers. So this is about the introduction class. Thank you.